That was our boys in Warp there, and they're finished us off. So we're moved into Trust Tunes for Thursday time. It's a special Trust Tunes for Thursday because we have an exclusive interview with Carl Cox. Well, it's pre-recorded. When I was talking to him yesterday about it, so I think I'm going to start with that. But it's basically about the spring party and just telling you what's going on, or like, you know. But you should enjoy it. At least someone knows someone knows Wired FM anyway that's famous. Apart from all the usual day fanning and all that. But where's the headphones here, man? It's all tangled up. It'll do nice. Right. Get our man on the box. Yeah. This one. Yeah, sorted. How are you keeping anyway?
Yeah, good. A bit busy.
Good. I won't keep you too long.
No problem.
I won't keep you too long. You're looking forward to the spring party, yeah?
I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of been long overdue.
Yeah.
Playing in Cork, and people started to wonder if there's a problem. There's no problem.
Yeah.
I think I was coming back with a bang. I think making a landmark party in such a way with myself and Joshie Robinson and Richie Horton. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I'll tell you, your genre dance with Richie, of course, which is the Canadian. Well, he's techno as well.
House of techno.
Well, funky ass grooves we call it. Funky ass grooves. I read a lot of magazines and stuff, and but your genre is especially appreciated down in the south of the country.
Yes.
Where it's a lot of my vinyl mates now, they really are well into techno, like, you know.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm looking really forward to it and all the rest, like, you know. But you played in Ireland before, of course.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah.
How do you find the Irish audience?
Yeah, I always play what I'm about. There's no kind of like holding back on any music which I feel that they can't take.
Yeah.
And I always found that they embrace it. They're like, okay, give me more.
Yeah, exactly.
And I go, well, I've got plenty more where that came from.
We love the crack. And I had another question I was going to ask you how to play with Richie Houghton, but who wouldn't like to play with Richie Houghton?
Yeah, exactly.
A very good, a techno, how would you say, a techno supremo.
Yeah, well, he's always been, very into his electronics, and creating sound. He's very much a very creative person. He wants to bend the rules on creation, and with that, there's an element of, I would say, of something that he can portray himself with. There's a performance of what he can do as well. And he's coming down with his final scratch as well, and playing a lot of his music from the computer as well, which is another step forward in the sense of performance from a DJ that can happen. But he's just got his own individual style of music, and he's been around a long time too. I mean, he was DJing and came out. I remember DJing with Richie when he was 17. So that goes back a long way.
Why wouldn't it? What about yourself? You going to take out the third deck?
Yeah, the thing is now is that I'm actually using 3 turntables, but I'm also using CD players, which you can do loops and samples on. I mean, there's a new player out at the moment which Pioneer have just basically made, and it's called a CDJ 1000, and it's amazing. It can actually emulate vinyl.
I heard about this. I was reading actually, because I'm a DJ myself, like, when I'm only young and up and coming, all the rest.
Yeah.
But it's one of the things, if I had the money, I'd be going straight for it. It's definitely one to watch. All right. But,
yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been playing now with CD players for the last 2 years with turntables, of course, and there's always an element of kind of like surprise in the sense of what you can create with the CD players, but what you can't do with the vinyl turntable. So it's great. It's kind of put my kind of emphasis back onto creation on the DJ point of view. I mean, I've been working with 3 turntables, and that's fine. But with turntables, you still can't sample, and you still can't loop. You still can't loop and sample, and you still can't kind of like create that different sound, what you can do with CD players, which again, pushes the element of DJing even further. So it's good. It's good at the moment.
But you think with vinyl mix, I think it's just an art to it.
There is, yeah. I mean, some people that can paint wonderful pictures by turntable, by working on turntables, and it's a lot of disasters.
Oh, well, it does happen, If, of course, as the sun gets it, it's going to bend it, and it'll skip. Well, I had it myself. It really, it ticks me off, and it does. But I mean, I can't be. I love the skill of it. But
I think one of the reasons why vinyl still prevails really is because I think it's treated with that respect. A lot of DJs have made their name through vinyl, and no one should be get that, you know, in a sense of where we all are at the moment. But I still think there's nothing better than having something you just bought, taking it out of the nice clean wrapper, put it on the turntable, put a needle on, and it rocks the house. You know, that's like, okay, now my ears told me that this record I've got right now is good, you know, and you can see it. You know, when you've got a CD, you kind of put it in the play, you got track 2, you push the button, and you think, oh, okay, great record, but even though it's you know, it's a different sound to digi and analog sound between the two turntables and a CD player, but I think the warmth of a vinyl, the sound of the vinyl still prevails, and I think people still feel that, and I don't think that feeling's going to go away.
No, you can't beat the shininess. The new shiny vinyl that's thrown on the day. But how do you feel Global is going to differ from the old albums?
Well, I think now, I mean, you know, it's the year 2002, we're into the 21st century now. You know, my release on Fact, which was still one of the biggest kind of DJ mix compilations that went out there from an underground point of view, my emphasis was still the same on the reason why I released an album in such a way of what I'm doing and where I'm at and what's music, what I want to portray and get people to understand that I'm still here and I'm still passionate about, you know, the belief in the music that I'm still playing.
Obviously.
And I think it shocked a lot of people really, in a sense of like, okay, you know, what was I expecting to hear? A lot of trance, maybe a lot of progressive, and no, you're still hearing funky ass grooves.
I believe.
You know, and you're still hearing, you know, an energy and power of the music of what I'm playing, and that's the thing that's kept me here. So all I've done really is gone, okay, you know, I've seen all the big commercial releases, and they're all in the shops and stuff, and a lot of the CDs have got the same tracks on now, all the other CDs, and I just took back from it for my last CD release, which was the Non-Stop 2000, and on FFRR, and I was just going, right, okay, that's what I'm doing. From a DJ's point of view, no gatecrasher, no cream, no nothing else, it's just me.
On your own, independent.
And this is the voice of what's been going on everywhere else, hence global. Because actually this album has got a simultaneous release worldwide too. So it's just me and what I'm doing worldwide, which now people are understanding that apart from everything that's going on, this is what I'm still creating and still doing, and what I still believe to be great music. And we know whether they're big names or no big names, the music still prevails, and here it is. And we just made it into a piece of memorabilia in the sense of what I've always tried to do anyway, is give people value for money. And I think if they buy this album, it's again another step towards what I'm doing, but it's also, you know, it's the genuine article, because there's a lot of downloading going on out there at the moment, a lot of bootlegging still, but you know, you don't have the booklet, you don't have the pictures and stuff, and you know, and the way this has been mastered as well. I mean, we take a lot of time and trouble into mastering it in the correct way as well, that you get, you know, to get the finished article in such a way that it becomes something which you treasure. This is what I want people to have.
I can see what you're saying, but I think myself, listen to some of you, to I suppose a mediocre and respectable amount of your stuff. I think, to be fair and honest, you're the only person I think who should have a global underground and doesn't have a global underground. Yeah. You know, so I think this is, and even better again, it's your independent global underground. And done by you and all, and fair play to you. But I think that I won't keep you too long more now, because we have to go and you probably have to go and work too. Yeah. But it's been a pleasure from me and Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly's my name, yeah. From Joe Kelly and Wired FM, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time, Carol, and best luck, and have the nicest stay in Ireland. I'm sure you're going to get a great response down there in Millstreet. Yeah, well, I'm really, really looking forward to coming over and laying down some new music. Well, I'm looking forward to going on. Any chance of a guest list place, no? Oh, of course there is. All right, thank you very much, Joe Kelly. Not a problem. So, man, I'll be there. I'll be looking at you. Don't forget Millstreet, Carl Cox, and Richie Houghton together at the spring party. Thank you very much, Carol. Thank you. Okay, bye. Bye now. Bye. Alright, that was our interview with Carl Cox yesterday evening, bringing him from